What is up, guys? It is Harley here, back with another video on the FPL Harley channel. Now, sorry that I haven't uploaded for, what, 3-4 days now? I just took a little break because, I mean, what is there really to upload? I mean, can't really do a buy, sell, keep, avoid for the final, considering there's 2 matches left. Well, no, 2 teams left, 1 match, the final. England have done it, they're through to the final. I mean, yeah, it's amazing, like, what we've done under Southgate, but this isn't about England. This is about the Euro Fantasy Final now. I do want to say before we get into this, thank you for all the support over these days. That even when I haven't uploaded, I've still got support. But I do want to say I am actually running out of ideas, and there's not really that much to upload in the 1 month period between Euros finish and Premier League starts. Obviously the final for the Euros is in 2 days time, the 11th of July, and the Premier League, the first game of the Premier League, I think is the 14th of August, so there's 1 month and 3 days, so there's around a 33-day gap in between when the Euros ends. Well, there's a 33-day span of no football, so obviously I don't know what to upload during that time, so make sure to say in the comments down below what you think I should upload, because I need video ideas for that 1 month period, because there's only so many FPL videos I can make, you know, like cheap players, differential picks and stuff like that. There's only so much of that I can actually upload, so make sure to put in the comments your video ideas. But we are going to get into the first player who's going to be in my team. Obviously you get 5 free transfers and you can have 8 from the same team. Let's get into it. Now the first player is Gianluigi Donnarumma. Now Donnarumma, I think with this one, it's sort of a tough one, and I didn't really want to use one of my 5 free transfers. Well, no, I have Pickford on the bench. It's just actually a matter of who I start out of the 2, and I think I will probably start Pickford, but the thing is, I don't think either team will keep a clean sheet, and I think England are probably the better team out of the 2 and are more likely to get more shots. And you get that extra point for, what is it, like 4 saves or something. So I feel like Donnarumma is more likely to get the extra point for saves. And literally at this point, it's the final, it's the last game week. I think any single point matters at this time. Like at this point, an extra point is going to be huge for you, considering everyone is going to have similar teams. But that's why Donnarumma's in the team. I'm not going to go in your percentage chosen or price or anything like that, because I don't think anyone cares about price or percentage anymore. You know, it's the final game week. I do want to say this is most likely going to be my final Euros video, Euros fantasy video that I make on this channel. So that's mad. You know, I've made so many now, what, like 22, 23 videos. It's actually kind of mad. But the second player in the team is Leonardo Bonucci. You know, he was in my team before. I wasn't going to take him out. I think he's just going to be in there because why not? He hasn't got a goal or assist, which is a bit iffy there. But he's got 2 clean sheets. I mean, he's only in there for a potential goal or assist, which I don't think will happen. He's just sort of in there just because, you know, I've used all my free transfers. I'm not going to do anything else. You know, he's just in there just because he plays, like, because why not? Decent player. Not too sure what's going to happen with him, but the next player in here is Luke Shaw. He's one of the biggest attacking threats for England in terms of, you know, getting an assist for fantasy. Luke Shaw, I think, is one that has to be in every single person's team going into the final. Incredible player. 4 clean sheets in 6 games, 3 assists, and well, no, it's actually 4 clean sheets in 5 games because he didn't play the first one. But yeah, 3 assists is just so good for a left back. I think Luke Shaw's probably been the best left back in the entire tournament, apart from maybe Spinazzola. And Spinazzola obviously is injured; he's not actually going to be in this game. So yeah, that puts England at a bit of an advantage. But Shaw has to be in the team. The next player, Maguire, I think, in terms of goals scored, he's the most likely player in fantasy that's left, who's most likely to get a goal. I mean, there's the fullbacks which are likely to get assists, like maybe Shaw, Walker, Di Lorenzo, players like that. But Maguire, I think, is most likely to actually score a goal. So he's going to be in my team. I think he should be in your team as well. Very solid defender. Maybe the England player of the tournament, maybe second apart from Sterling, but he's just been so good, and people are actually starting to see the light on Maguire in these Euros. And I mean, he's been good for the past, well, he was good for all of last season, so finally glad people are starting to see how good Maguire is when he's under the spotlight. You know, it's nice to see, especially from a Manchester United fan as well, so it's nice to see. But the next player, moving on to the midfield 5, is Raheem Sterling. I feel like if England are going to score, it's going to come from Kane or Sterling. Like, most of the goals come through those two players. I mean, Jordan Henderson got a goal, Harry Maguire got a goal, but Raheem Sterling, he's obviously on 3 goals and an assist in, 6 matches for England. Incredible player. Harry Kane, I mean, we're not on to him yet, but if we talk about him, 4 goals. And yes, he did miss the penalty, but 4 goals in 6 games when he blanked. Well, he's in 4 goals in his last 3 games. He's just a top player. He's probably the best striker in the world right now, but yeah, Sterling's in the team. And moving on to the next player, we have Lorenzo Insigne. He's just in there because, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I have 4 Italian defenders. No, 4 Italian midfielders starting, and then Raheem Sterling, because I think England's goals come through pretty much the same players, Kane, Sterling. But Italy, they have a variety of different goal scorers, but England, as I said, are pretty much the same with Kane and Sterling. And, you know, the odd one here and there, Maguire, Jordan Henderson got one in that Ukraine match, but Insigne's in there. Same with Barella on the screen right now. Well, Insigne's actually on 2 goals from 5 matches. Barella is on a goal and an assist in 5 matches. He's just in there because, again, why not? Next player is Jorginho. Again, he's in there because why not? He hasn't got a goal or assist yet in this tournament, but I'm pretty sure he's the penalty taker, and he's in the team just because, like, why not? I wanted another. But here's the thing. If it wasn't Jorginho, I'm just going to have a look myself. You guys can't actually see this, but other Italian midfielders. Locatelli, nah. Verratti, maybe not. Berardi would have been a decent shout, but nah, I don't think so. Like, I mean, and if we look at an England point as well, England midfielders apart from Sterling, Phillips and Rice, who most likely aren't going to get goals and assists. Mount, we don't even know if he's nailed on. Grealish, we don't know if he's nailed on. Saka, we don't know if he's nailed on. Sancho, we don't know if he's nailed on. We don't know who's going to start that left wing spot, but coming in as the 5th player in the midfield, we have Federico Chiesa. He has been balling recently. Been one of Italy's player of the tournament, I reckon. Obviously, with 2 goals in I think he's only started 3 games out of the 6. He's made an appearance in all 6 of the matches, but he's only started 3 of the matches, and has got 2 goals. So he's a good player, very good player. Chiesa, he's one of those young talents which I think in a few years will. Well, he's already at a big club like Juventus, but I reckon he could have. If he had a move to the Premier League, he would be one of those players that sort of like, you know, everyone rates Chiesa. He's been one of Italians' player of the tournaments, like I said. He's just an incredible player, and we will move on to the striker partnership, which I think this is going to be 90% of everyone's, maybe every single person, because it's Ciro Immobile, who is just, again, I mean, his first 2 goals came from the first 2 games, and then he hasn't got a single goal in his last 4 games, but I'm keeping high hopes for Ciro Immobile. Well, in a Euros fantasy point, I'm keeping high hopes. In real life, I'm not. I obviously do not want him to score, but yeah, he's in the team. The next player is Harry Kane, who is obviously a must-have in your team. 4 goals in his last 3 games, even in a tournament where everyone thought he was going to be bad, considering his first 3 games had no goals or assists, and he honestly, he was awful in those first 3 games, but he brought it back in these last 3 games. Obviously, he got a goal against Germany, 2 goals against Ukraine, and then that goal against Denmark where he missed a penalty and then slotted it home on the rebound. Top player, best striker in the world right now, Harry Kane. Has to be in your team. And moving on to the bench. Now, at this point, the bench, it doesn't matter. Like, this is the bench on the screen right now. It doesn't actually matter. Like, the players that are there right now, I haven't actually made these transfers. I've made 3 of the transfers, which were Barella, Jorginho, and Chiesa. Trippier and Belotti are just an idea. I mean, they're probably not going to play. Neither of them are going to start, and Laporte, obviously, I'm not taking a -4. Obviously, there's no reason for me to take a -4 because they're not going to get any minutes. But then, obviously, if someone gets injured in the warm-up, or you get until the game starts to actually make those changes, so you can just sub him on if not. But the bench has the bench doesn't actually matter. But Pickford, I'm going to have a long think between now and when the game actually starts of whether I'm going to start Donnarumma or Pickford. I think it's a tough choice, but Donnarumma, like I said, for the extra save points, because I think England will be the better side. But I would say that because I'm English, of course, so there's going to be bias. But yeah, and then Laporte doesn't matter. Trippier and Belotti, they literally don't matter. They're just there because they're English and Italian. Like, they genuinely, there is no reason to have a bench because you can't physically use any of the players on the bench. And I actually forgot to put captaincy on the actual graphic that you're seeing on the screen, but I'm pretty sure the captain is going to be Harry Kane. Obviously, England penalty taker. If England are going to score, it's probably going to come from Harry Kane. So I think Harry Kane is going to be my captain. It's going to be an Englishman, so the captain is going to go to one of Harry Kane or Sterling. But that is the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications to never miss an upload. I'm going to try and get back to daily uploads now, but obviously, like I said, if you guys don't give me video ideas in the comment section down below, videos which are FPL related, I'm not going to upload anything because, what is there to upload? I can't just upload nothing. So I need you guys to tell me in the comments what you guys want me to upload, which is FPL related, not just that simple stuff like, oh, cheap players you should have in your team, or differential players or stuff like that. Give me other ideas, because honestly I can't think of any, and if I want to upload daily or even every other day, I need ideas from you guys, so make sure to put them in the comment section down below. And yeah, goodbye guys.